we got an update for you, some twists and turns, and I would even say redemption. Remember the man who was driving while on suspended license? Judge said, listen, you got to turn yourself in. All right, you can't come to court on a suspended license driving a car. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. I'll remind you of the video and give you the new update. Here it is.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present, is due.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Great. You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving. And he didn't have a license.
Is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is turning himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
All right, put up the picture full mass. I have an update, and like I said, I think some redemption. Now, when the judge posed the question, sir, are you driving? Yes, or should have been driving. No, this is a new background app. It just looks like I'm driving. Okay. What was the judge going to do? He's on the bench. He can't come and verify. The video of Corey Harris that went viral has garnered a lot of attention. But for Harris, who's trying to understand how he even ended up being charged for driving with a suspended license, the suspension is tied to a child support case out of another county. And in January 2022, the judge ordered that suspension to be lifted to allow Harris to drive again. Now, according to the Michigan Secretary of State's office, they never received a clearance from the court in 2022. So the suspension was never lifted. Harris recently appeared on a courtroom video that showed him driving during a virtual hearing on the misdemeanor case that stemmed from a traffic stop in Pittsfield Township, October 2023. So that's when he had contact with law enforcement and they said, hey, you have this suspension. He was coming to court for it, but the original reason for the suspension was supposed to be lifted according to the narrative. Harris said he was driving his wife. He had a lot going on that day, driving his wife to the doctor because she had a medical condition. It was worsening. 7 News Detroit has reached out to the prosecutor's office as well as Harris's defense attorneys. And speaking for the public defender's office, a county spokesperson said they do not comment on ongoing court cases. All right. And so the county court has also not responded to the calls. But Friday afternoon, Secretary of State's office confirmed that they never received the clearance from the friend of the court that would have allowed him to be reinstated after he paid some fees. Okay. So that's still unclear at the moment. Miss Kyla Crane is the deputy legal director for the Michigan Secretary of State. Said helping people clear up suspensions on their license is exactly why they created the Road to Restoration program, where they hold clinics across Michigan, helping people sort through the complications of getting their driver's license reinstated. So Ms. Crane said the process can be complicated and people don't often know what they need to do to get reinstated. Quote, that's why we provide that one-on-one consultation with the resident to help them understand what they need to do. She said, adding that sometimes people are afraid to go to the Secretary of State's office or the court for fear of being arrested. You're damn right. That man got arrested in his car. So I understand why somebody would be afraid. Obviously, we understand the bureaucracy and the chaos that can be associated with license, driving, etc. I've been there before myself. So I feel for this gentleman. I'm glad that he's able to have some rebuttal and redemption that's provided via media now, all right? Seems to be a very good guy, very active in his church, community, etc. Good man. Okay, Dave, thoughts here.
We did this video on Rebel HQ when it first came out, and I was sort of wondering why Mr. Harris was not commenting. And I said at the time, it's wise for him not to say anything. And that is if he has a response, give his response in court. And clearly that's what he has done, is that he's been disciplined to sort of go back and say, no, wait a second, have his lawyers go back and say, hey, my license should have been reinstated. It's the fault of the Secretary of State's office. The Secretary of State's office seems to sort of agree that perhaps it should have been reinstated, that he started making his payments again, his alimony payments, child support, whatever it is. So I'm glad that that this has turned out the way it has. But let this serve as a reminder to everybody. And I know, Dr. Richey, we've talked about this before. We all have a right against self-incrimination. If a police officer ever pulls you over and says, you know why I pulled you over? I don't know. I mean, you may know why, but you don't have to tell that to the cop, because the moment that you say, I was speeding, I ran through that light, I was not supposed to be here, then they have reason to arrest you or to suspend your license, give you a ticket. So we all have that right. Good luck to Mr. Harris. I hope that he has better luck with the courts in the future.
Yeah, next time just say I plead the fifth, y'all. All right.
I'm at court. I'm at court, Your Honor. I'm just, I'm not where you can see me.
That's it. That's all.